Have you ever wondered how your life changes when your bank account has $0 compared to when it holds $100,000 or even $1 million? Most people believe money only changes your car, your house, or the clothes you wear. But the truth is far deeper. Money changes your mind first. It transforms your thinking, your stress levels, your confidence, and the way you see the world. Today, we're going to decode one of the biggest truths in human history. We'll explore life at every level of wealth and discover how financial power transforms you from the inside out, not just financially, but mentally and emotionally. If you're starting from zero today, don't skip this video. Every level ahead demands something different from you and rewards you with something even greater. Let's begin with the first stage. Level 1, Survival Mode. At this stage, people don't dream about becoming rich. They're simply trying to survive the next month. Every morning begins with the same questions. How will I pay the rent? Can I afford fuel? What if another bill arrives? One unexpected expense, a medical emergency, or a broken vehicle, can push everything apart. Life at this level feels like walking on the edge, where even a tiny mistake can set you back for months. The cruelest part is that the financial system often works against people with the least money. Low bank balances bring extra fees. Late payments bring penalties. When you're already struggling, the system keeps taking even more. This constant pressure creates something called financial anxiety. Your brain stays trapped in survival mode, making it almost impossible to think about starting a business or taking meaningful risks. Eventually, life feels like a trap with no visible exit. Every decision is driven by fear instead of opportunity, and that fear quietly controls your future. Now comes level 2, the breathing room. After years of hard work, you've managed to save between $1,000 and $10,000. For the first time, you have a financial cushion. Unexpected expenses no longer feel like disasters. You no longer borrow money just to pay rent. If your phone breaks or your car needs repairs, you already have a backup. The daily panic fades away, but a new challenge is about to begin. At this stage, a new mental challenge begins. You become stuck in what is called the comfort zone. You're no longer struggling to survive, but you're constantly asking yourself, I work so hard every single day, so why am I still not rich? The reason is simple. Your money is sitting quietly inside a bank account instead of working for you. Savings protect your future, but they don't build real wealth by themselves. You still hesitate before every luxury purchase. At an expensive restaurant, your eyes don't go to the food first, they go straight to the prices. Your stress is lower than before, but true freedom is still far away. Every weekday, you're still trading your time for someone else's business. Now comes level 3, the flexibility phase. At this stage, you've built meaningful savings and investments. For the first time, your future is no longer controlled by your next paycheck. You stop thinking only about next month. Instead, you begin planning 2, 3, or even 5 years ahead. Long-term thinking replaces daily financial survival. If your job no longer respects you, you finally have the power to say, I quit. You know you can survive for several months without a paycheck because you've built financial security. This is where your mindset begins to change. Instead of asking, how can I save more money? You start asking, how can my money make more money? You begin investing in stocks, mutual funds, or small businesses. Slowly, your money starts working around the clock, even while you're sleeping. And here's the surprising part. The same banks that once charged you fees now treat you like a valued customer. Premium credit cards, better loan rates, and VIP services suddenly become available because your financial position has changed. People begin listening to you with more respect. Opportunities that once felt impossible suddenly become available. At this level, you finally understand the true power of money. It doesn't just buy things. It gives you choices. Money gives you the freedom to make decisions based on your values instead of your fears. That's the real difference between surviving and living. Now we enter level 4, financial power. This is the stage where your investment portfolio becomes so strong that the income it generates is greater than your monthly expenses. Even while you're relaxing at home or sleeping peacefully, your wealth continues to grow. Your money is now working harder than you ever have. At this point, the fear of money disappears almost completely. Confidence replaces anxiety because you know your financial foundation is strong. You stop checking price tags before buying something you truly need or enjoy. You already know that a single purchase won't damage your financial future. People now see you as a successful and trustworthy individual. Financial institutions compete for your business, and exclusive opportunities begin finding you instead of the other way around. But your greatest assets are no longer your money alone. Your strongest advantages become your network and your knowledge. You realize that working harder isn't always the answer. The real game is learning where and how to invest your money wisely so it keeps multiplying over time. Your mind constantly searches for bigger opportunities, scalable businesses, and smarter ways to create long-term wealth. You're no longer thinking like an employee, you've started thinking like an investor. Now we arrive at level 5, the ultimate freedom. At this stage, money is no longer something you chase, it becomes something that works for you automatically. When your net worth reaches $1 million or more, money becomes just a number. The real focus shifts from buying things to buying time. True luxury is not expensive clothes or luxury cars. Real luxury is waking up when you want, working on what you love, and living life on your own terms. At this level, people think about generational wealth, creating assets that benefit not only themselves, but their children and future generations. Money is no longer your master. It becomes your most disciplined servant, helping you build, grow, and protect your lifestyle anywhere in the world. Every person at level 5 once started at level 1. The only difference is that they never stopped learning, adapting, and building even when life was difficult. So the question is simple. What level are you at today, and where do you want to be 1 year from now? Your financial journey starts with your mindset.